AITA for calling the police on my neighbor almost a decade ago. 8 years ago I was living with my father and sister, and we were always careful because there were several people on the registry in the neighborhood. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say what, but many Americans at least will know what I'm talking about. I'll mention they weren't allowed to live near schools or daycares if that helps narrow it down. We had a neighbor across the street who didn't really watch her kids. I get that being a single mother is hard, and being black in area that was about 90% white couldn't have helped. We mostly just kept an eye out the window to make sure nothing happened, but usually the oldest was out there keeping an eye on the younger one, so it wasn't a huge deal. But one day as I was going to work, the toddler came out naked and was riding her tricycle in the street. We didn't know what apartment they were in and the kid was too young to tell us. We tried knocking on doors in the right building, but most of the people were at work. The only one who answered wasn't sure what apartment the kid was from either. So I called the police, and my dad was in the street slowing down traffic so she didn't get hit. I was in a wheelchair at the time, so just kept an eye out. Police came and we left as soon as we gave our statements so I could go to work. But I'd called as soon as I got off the phone with the police, so they were expecting it. The woman was on the lawn in front of our building yelling threats because she could have lost her kids. Part of me, I heard the horror stories of how I personally used to climb over baby gates and even opened the front door a couple times at that age, but we couldn't get her to safety on our own. I'm not sure what on. The question is academic because I haven't had any contact with them in years, but AITA for calling the police in that situation.